Hello and welcome to Saints Row 2. Obviously the sequel to the first game.
You'll never guess who's awake.
You're shitting me.
Come see for yourself.
How long has it been?
Years. I stopped keeping track a while ago.
You'll notice there's going to be a little bit of some issues with the cutscenes in this game. This is the PC port of the game. It hasn't been optimized very well. We'll actually see right here how bad it
She
looks.
releases a lot of records.
No shit.
God, that was a hell of a year.
Beautiful.
Alderman Hughes,
Beautiful.
Wynn,
Oh my
Chief
lord.
Rowe.
All murdered by that asshole.
Yeah, so this is like I said, obviously a sequel to the first Saints Row game. Basically some points you'll need to know because there's some people from the first game that they do reference here. Aisha, that is the girlfriend of Johnny, who we are going to save here in a little bit. Julius was the head of the Saints Row gang in the first game that recruited us. And Troy, who was part of our gang in the first game. And spoilers, he is a undercover cop. So that created a little bit of tension here. We're gonna figure out what happened after the first game here in a little bit. Once we get through to Johnny now, we kind of go through on this part here. Just look at the character creation screen and just kind of create something. Obviously, I sped this up because it took way too long. This is almost 600% speed up. So yeah, don't want to waste that much time on it. But I try to make the most beautiful, weird looking individual that I could, and this is what I came with. Beautiful. I know. He's got a goofy face, a goofy walk. Also, you probably will notice throughout this playthrough that there's going to be a lot of issues. The PC port of this game is really bad. I'm not sure about the console, but the PC port is terrible and god-awful.
That looks like it healed nicely.
The next video, I actually download a mod patch that fixes a lot of the issues, so you won't see a lot of the same issues coming up. You'll still see a few, because this is god-awful. Like, you'll even go to the discussion boards for this video, excuse me, not this video, the game, on Steam and other places, and they'll tell you straight up front, like, this is the first discussions that I saw on the Steam forums was,
gotta get you out of here.
hey, if you're thinking about buying this game, might want to think about it or wait till it's really discounted, because it's got a lot of issues. And if you're able to mod, do some mods or something like that, then maybe it might be good for you, but otherwise you might want to look elsewhere. So
Come on, I just
that's
got
kind of
myself
what we're
shanked so I
dealing
could get a
with
chance
here.
to talk to you. Doesn't that show I'm loyal?
This is a fan
It shows that
favorite,
you're
so
dumb
it's
enough
good
to
to
let
see,
yourself get stabbed.
where
I'm trying
the
to
roots
help
of the
you.
series came from.
You know what I got the last time I trusted someone? Blown the fuck up.
You need me.
Now, at the end of
The
the
hell
last
I do?
Saints
I got the
Row,
Saints.
what he kind of referenced there,
Sure
character,
you
was
do.
that he got blown
What's
up.
that supposed to mean?
But that's actually the
How long
end
do
of
you
the
think
last
you've been out?
game.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It
2 or
ended
3
with
weeks.
an explosion on a boat.
I know you think you're a
so,
badass, but do you even know where
that's
you're
why
at?
he's in the hospital
Without me, you'll be
in prison
wandering around
area.
the prison for hours.
And he's been in coma
Even
for a
if you
good while
manage to
now.
hide from the guards that long, and if you actually figure out how to make it outside these walls, you're just gonna find out that you're sitting on a goddamn island. And I'm pretty sure you can't outswim the Coast Guard.
You got a boat stashed here?
No, but I know where we're gonna steal one.
You see, we're really
All right,
nice
let's get
to...
outta
Well, Carlos is really nice to us, and we're not. We're kind of a douche to him at first, but he does help us out at the beginning of the game here. We're just going to go through the first portion. I think it does play through the tutorial here. As you'll see, it still shows keyboard and mouse control. Now, you might be asking yourself, why didn't I use... Because I'm playing with a Xbox One controller. And it recognizes it as a 360 controller. You might be asking yourself, why don't you use keyboard and mouse? It's terrible. It's god-awful. The controls are just terrible. Not to say that the controller makes it that much better, but it emulates more of what your experience would have been on the console, which I'm assuming was a lot better, since this was a fan favorite. People really praise the second one. For me, personally, I really like the first one. I have a lot of fond memories of it. First game actually got a lot of good things with it. That says a lot, I know. But the thing that I remember the most about it was that there was no Grand Theft Auto on
Yeah,
like
it's a
the
dream
360
come
and
true.
PS3
Now
and
let's
stuff like
move.
that. And Saints Row came out really early in those consoles' lifespan. So it's the only thing we had that was close to, you know, Grand Theft Auto game in that console generation. So that helped out a lot, and it was a pretty good game. It was a really good game, actually. The gang mechanics, and how they intertwine with each other and your notoriety with them and how that affects them. So you don't just have the police, but you have gangs coming after you and stuff.
Sure.
And so the success of it actually, led to all the sequels, and in the second game, you kind of see more of where it's heading to,
then I'll worry about
more cartoony or more action oriented, less taking itself seriously, I guess. But it really hits its stride in the third game, but the second game is where you start to see a lot of that going down as well. Basically, this is a tutorial. You can skip it. I really needed to go over it since it was quite a pain to try and get through this, I will say. I thought I could sneak right here and attack this guard, but you can't really do that, really. The sneaking is basically just not using your gun in this section, and I'm jumping around here because I can't figure out what button it is to pick up the cinder block. I think it eventually ends up being the A button, but I just end up kicking the cinder block, it looks like. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so as you can see, you can pick up objects in this game and throw it at people and use it as weapons. We'll see that in a little bit. And then you still have the weapon wheel. I think that was in the first game. Right here, it kind of shows you fire your gun with the right trigger, and the left trigger, it doesn't zoom in. It melee bashes. Ooh, I know. And pushing in the right thumbstick does the zoom in. I mean, it's not that bad, but then you go to the third game and other shooters, and it's the opposite. But it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal here. And I think what happened is that we set off the alarm by shooting the guns.
So much faith in your plan.
So the stealth route that we were supposedly going through kind of failed right here. But it is what it is. I'm just trying to get through the first portion of the game, just trying to figure out the controls and everything. You'll see a lot of even with the patch or the mod that I installed to help out with stuff. You'll see a lot of frame stuttering, especially while driving. There's not much we can do about it, but once in the next video, it'll get a lot better. Now right here, this just kills me. First off, I tried to reload with the X button, and that jumps. So, X is the jump button, A is the reload button. A is also the pick up stuff off the ground button.
We can get to the docks and take a boat up this fucking island.
And also in that one, the helicopter catches on fire when you shoot the people inside, not shooting the actual helicopter. So, I don't know what to say there. But and this. Lord, we can't catch a break. We can't catch a break, can we? It just lands down and just wipes us out. Thankfully, Carlos has our back here, so that's good. I think the game does a lot here. Like I said, the second game and all the iterations were not that the first game didn't, have a funny vibe to it or anything, but it focused a lot on its story and how that went down instead of just going off of funny scenes and being a little tongue-in-cheek. Basically, is how I see the third game. Anyway, we'll stop talking about that and focus on. Oh, lovely. Yes, that's not my video recording software or anything like that. It's not the fault of that. That's the game. This game straight up. Okay, this game's super old. My computer is way past the point it can run Apex Legends on high. It has no issues and it streams it as well. So this game's just a little bit hard to record and get it going well. And I almost drive the car off the cliff here. Thankfully, Carlos did. I guess he saw that I was about to jump off too, so he wiped out. I kind of got worried there and got in the cop car and just
I'm gonna get us out of here.
whizzed out, and then I realized, oh, the map is coming. So thankfully Carlos knew where the one boat is that we can take off the island. Thank God. We got the last boat. And it's equipped with a machine gun, unlimited bullets. Yeah. it just kind of goes to show the difference. The first game starts off like this, you know, pretty bombastic, pretty not in your face as much, but focusing more on action, more so than the first game, I feel like. So it's a pretty good opening to kind of set the mood.
Those bitches up us.
Backdrop in the city here. We're slowly catching up on that and making a sneaky escape, I guess. I have no clue what that sound is. I have no clue. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know if it's some kind of glitch or something, or I have no clue. Or if it was intended, who the hell knows?
That's the road?
It is now.
Jesus, when did this happen?
You're gonna see a lot here.
When Ulter got involved.
Yes,
The
you saw
clothing
that.
company.
Yes,
After
you saw
Hughes
that
was killed
too.
in that bombing of yours, Ulter picked
Yes,
up the
this is
pieces.
happening.
Now they're everywhere.
This is how it
On
was
TV,
released.
On billboards, in stores. Hell, if you ever forget who Ulter is,
I think our
just look
characters
towards
fell in the
Saints Row
water.
and
That
you'll
was
see
that
that
sound
fucking
effect.
eyesore.
And here they go again. They can't stand still. Oh lord.
Here we are.
Oh man.
Where can I find
okay.
the other saints?
A little better now.
What other saints?
What you talking about?
Without anyone to lead them, the Saints fell apart. Once the Brotherhood, Ronin, and Samdi showed up, the few that were left dropped their flags before they got killed.
Well, that's fucking great.
Look, I know you didn't ask for it, but my advice is to just keep your head down.
See, Carlos really
Cops
helped
are
us out
looking
here.
for you
We're
and
just
a
kind of
lot's
used
changed.
to him. I would have been
I
like,
say you
hey,
just go
let's
buy
be
a
buddies.
beer and
Let's
soak
team
up
up
as
here,
much
but
information as you can.
Thanks, Carlos. Our character is apparently
Anytime.
doesn't give a damn. And that is the end of the tutorial. Wonderful. So now you get to start off in the game, and it just keeps giving us I don't know why there's a lot of pimps over here, and I just started exploring, so I had to speed up the footage. It was just... It's just a lot of boring stuff of me just looking around like, oh, what's over here? Alright, and now we'll start our first mission, which is basic tutorial stuff still. We're just going to go to the clothes shop, buy some clothes for us. I feel like they do this in like the first... They gotta do this in at least the first 3 games. Of course, I deck out our boy here. The clothes do have style rating, so I believe that works into the effect of getting your notoriety up or something like that. So I'm trying to find the best notoriety and freshest looking gear. Always getting the Saints Purple 2 for the option, and black and white for the secondary colors. To make sure our guy looks good. But the one thing we need to make him look like Rick Ross. So I think at some point here I do... He's got a backpack. You don't even see it, because actually you do see it on the outside. So I go to the coat. Hurry up, man. No, I don't get the coat. Oh, dang, that must be the 3rd game. I had a Rick Ross looking, like, exaggerated fur coat on. I guess that was the 3rd game. I have the character have that, but, yeah. And once we get done with that, we finally start an actual mission here, so... I don't even get inside the mission start thing, and that happens. So fresh off our escape out of jail, we're decked out in gang clothes. Well, I guess we don't have a gang anymore, so we're just in purple. And there's Johnny Gat. Johnny Gat, straight from the first game, comes back in here, and it's one of the first people we see from the first game, from our gang that we had originally. I believe, I think it's a fan favorite.
Hey, Barry, turn
is the
this
reason
shit
why
off.
he's just became what he
I was watching
became in the series, if that makes
I
sense.
guess you're not anymore, are you, bitch?
Wow. Yep. That's exactly what
turn
this
the TV
kind of
back on?
character would do. Just this big ogre of a man just knocks him out with his bottle.
Once and for all, if Mr. Gat will go home a happy man.
I found it interesting that the TV, the footage on there, it has shadow effects on the reporter. If you go back, I guess I should have said it earlier, but I found that really interesting. Stuttering, yes. It introduces gang notoriety, so that comes back in the game. And right here, I whipped so bad. Oh, I couldn't even speed up the footage. I was like, is this serious? At the second point they took me down, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try and hit him. And they just whack me, and then they do it again right here, and I'm like, fuck this dude. So I keep when you do a 3-hit combo, it does that little close-up kind of camera switching thing. So that's really cool. I really like that. But that's why it does that. I'm not pushing any special buttons or anything. So you just hit the left and right trigger, and I think the left trigger is a light attack, right trigger is a heavy attack. And I finally figure out how to pick up the damn stool. So thank God for that. Let's go ahead. Yeah, speed this up. Let's see where we're going here. Oh yeah, so they're actually introducing like, hey, this is what happens if you attack gangs. Like you'll get notoriety and they'll come after you. So we're on a timer here. We're actually going to where Johnny Gat is to break him out. Actually, it's just a prison hearing. It's not even anything else. So yeah, we do that. And then you get to see a lot of my terrible driving and a lot of stuttering. Now, trust me, it gets a little bit better with the mod that I installed. So it's not this bad, but I wanted y'all to see it just to see how bad the port is. And we get out here. We go into the core building. I take a jump in the pool. I can't figure out how to get up there first. I still have a little bit of trouble with the mini map and how the arrow works. So I'll take a little while to get up there. But finally, using up my sprint meter as much as possible, we finally get in there. So we find where he's at.
Mr. Gat,
it's just that easy
you've
to
been
break
convicted
in with
of over 300 murders. Do you really expect this appeal to work?
I figure with the statute of limitations, it really should be closer to 250.
There's no statute of limitations for murder.
Why the fuck not?
Watch yourself, Mr. Gat.
Or what? You'll hold me in contempt of court? You're already planning on giving me the chair. You think I'd give a shit about you not liking me? Fuck off.
I'm curious if you can keep your cavalier attitude when 2,000 volts are running through your body.
Ooh. Oh yeah? And I'm curious if you can keep acting like a douchebag when I shove that gavel up your ass.
My client would like that stricken from the record.
Funny enough, that lawyer is actually
What's
from
that?
the first game as well. So he's making a reappearance as well. So a lot of characters make a reappearance in this game.
Drop it.
Anyone hit and need a lawyer?
They have a lot of good jokes in this game, I'll say that much. A lot better than Grand Theft
Shit.
Auto.
About time your burnt ass woke up.
You okay, Johnny?
Yeah, aside from almost getting sent to the chair, I'm fucking great. Hey, you look different. You do something with your hair?
And I guess this is the excuse
ready to
they
get out of
give
here?
to, like, how you might look different than how your created character looks in the first game. So that's how that works, I guess. Now you'll notice too, Johnny's really out there in your face, doesn't give a dang, doesn't give a gosh darn about, you know, authority or anything. So he hasn't changed since the first game at all. I think that's what people like a lot about not only just his character but the series as well, is that, you know, the characters come over and I don't know why you don't see it as much. Like maybe Grand Theft Auto, I guess you kind of like they start over with a new set of characters and stuff. Even if they do have recurring characters, sometimes they don't act the same. You'll see right here, I switched to the pistol because they're a little farther away, but I just want to point out right here, that judge has a shotgun. That judge is packing. I don't know why. None of the other judges have guns in this section, spoiler alert. And I learned how to dual wield right here, some pistols, so we're going to be real cool, showing up with our dual pistols. But doubles our ammo count, obviously, so that's an advantage. You always want to do that. There's no reason not to do that, I don't think. I'm just surprised that got this chunky character with plaid purple backpack on his back, dual wielding some pistols in a courthouse. And we're gonna see some other great stuff on the port here. It's not just that the game runs terribly. We also got some glitches, so we're about to see a crazy one here. I didn't think I would run into. So you'll notice I shoot this girl, but she don't have a red thing on her, and none of my shots work. Like headshots usually take about one hit if you get them, and I put about 4 in her. And so some of those should have hit her too. I'm kind of confused at this point. I'm like, what the hell's going on? and my health is getting low. So I try to take her out real quick. She's shooting me in the face. I get right up to her, and you see what is going on? So I go back here, gather my thoughts. I'm like, what is going on here? This does not make sense. So I'm planning right here actually to run out the building and just ignore her. But she switched sides, so I'm like, maybe I can shoot her. Sure enough, I do. I have no idea why. Just a weird glitch that happened there. Once again, I have trouble with the mini-map, so I'm kind of confused here. I go here, and then it says, go to forgive and forget. I'm like, what? And then the mini-map kind of changes, I think. And so I got confused for a second. It respawned some enemies. I don't know why. But I'm apparently a sadistic son of a bitch, so I take all of them out with my shotgun, except those 2 judges. But then I'm like, what the heck? I was supposed to go outside, right? But I just went over there, and then it told me to go somewhere else. And then I'm like, okay, I got confused, I guess. I usually get confused. So I head out the building, and we're getting out of this bitch with Johnny Gat, our buddy that we saved. Right there, displayed something about
Thanks for
GPS
busting me
shortcuts.
Aisha would've
Like if you
killed me
take
if I
back
got
roads and stuff, but
executed.
it was,
You still with Aisha?
it thinks a lot of stuff
I
is
mean,
shortcuts,
got a
like where
little
you just
tricky with me
barely
on death row and
get
her
off the
being on
road,
DL
like on the
after thinking
curves or
no
stuff,
death,
like
but,
weird
you
things
know,
like that.
we
It'll
found a
say
way to
like
make it work.
new shortcut.
How long were you in
unlocked.
jail anyway?
2 years
Still
and
trying to
31
figure it
days.
out. So
Not like you accounting.
Yeah, right? You know, it's weird. People inside were betting how long I'd last. See, when I was first busted, guards were always trying to put me in the ground. After Troy became chief of police, it all stopped. Troy must be more forgiving than I am.
Troy's the chief of police?
yep, there we
Yo, you
go.
better start getting with the times. Julius is missing. Ben King wrote an autobiography. Dex is a... don't even get me started with Dex. But the real kicker is Troy. In a couple of months, he went from undercover cop to chief of police. And word is, he's become obsessed with finding out what happened on your little boat trip with the alderman.
If I get some free time, I might swing by the station and say hello.
Alright, so that's actually some good backstory that they gave us right there. So, a lot of the recurring characters. So, we've got Dex. We don't know. He doesn't want to tell us, so we don't know yet what's going on with him. Julius, the head of the gang, back when the first game first started, he went missing. Ben King, which was head of a rival gang till somehow. Okay, right there. I just want to say, we lost our notoriety. I try and go around the cop car, and then the curve makes me hit back into him and hit him, so the cops pissed off at us. And then Johnny Gat goes off and starts shooting with a shotgun. So great, awesome. I just wasted the time getting my notoriety down. But anyway, yeah, and then so he said Ben King wrote an autobiography, so he's not really doing anything right now. And and Dex we don't really know about, and Troy, who was in the gang, and then you find out at the end that he was a double agent, or excuse me, undercover cop. He's now head of police, so we got kind of an enemy right now, a common enemy, and we're hopefully gonna start the gang back up. And we arrived home in one piece, surprisingly. So that's the beginning of Saints Row 2. Yeah. Got found guilty. Still goes free. And then you unlock the apartment crib, so it gives us our first base of operation that we can work with. Opens up some stuff. Goes over respect meter. Respect is gained by completing activities and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. Usual stuff for this series and GTA clothes kind of thing. You have like side missions and stuff you can do at this point. But yeah, that's about it. And the next thing, we'll actually have a totally different created character, so you'll see that. And it'll be a little different. I don't know why, but somehow I loaded in a skateboard mod on there, so now they ride on skateboards instead of walking around sometimes, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So doesn't break anything too much. It's still mostly vanilla, besides a few things, but yeah.
I'm CB DeCaro.
Thank you for coming out, and look forward to seeing you next time.
Ruby DeCaro on K-12. Stillwater's #1 source for electronica.
Let's see who the Saints have pissed off now.
It's been said that this year's heatwave has made this summer the worst in Stillwater's history. Today, another feather has been added to this year's dubious cap. The leader of the 3rd Street Saints has awoken. Long since forgotten, this criminal icon joined fellow inmate Carlos Mendoza in a brazen escape from Stillwater Penitentiary. In a plan born from pruno and desperation, the two fugitives cut a bloody swath as they moved from cell block to the open water. While their current whereabouts are unknown, it's safe to assume that the sidewalks are no longer safe. I'm Jane Valderrama, Channel 6 News.
What's up, y'all? I'm David.
And I'm Josh.
And we wanted to talk to you about Brandon.
That's right, at Brandon, we got the latest in designer urban fashion, cheaper than anywhere else.
You want viral?
We got it.
You want acoustic?
We got it.
You want...
Yo, D, is that guy over there wearing Section 9?
Looks like it. You want Section 9?
We got it.
We're always on the lookout for new products. We're coming down to Brandon.
Price is so good, they're criminal.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, go, go, go.
I'm Chris Jessup, head of security here at Wardle Airport. And while we're committed to safety in the skies, we also believe it's each passenger's responsibility to do his or her part.
Excuse me, sir, is that a handgun?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Enjoy your flight.
Thanks in part to the Ultor Corporation, Wardle is able to offer a trailblazing self-defense security policy. We understand that a .44 Shepherd can buy a lot of peace of mind to the traveler with anxiety. And that's why Wardle Security lives by us